Okay, Scottsdale Kempo Club, white belt skills and drills. We're working on some of the partner drills today. Same side palm blocking versus continuous thrust punches. This is a drill to help you and your partner get into a flow or get into a rhythm. It's going to feed into some of the other drills you learned throughout yellow, orange, purple, blue, green, and brown, and black. So get down well. You'll be using it a lot. Okay, the same side blocking against one strikes we showed you where we were using all the forearm blocks, we were using low blocks, we were using palm blocks, we were using inward forearm blocks. In this drill, you guys are just going to isolate the palm block. We're going to start from our horse stance, hands up, about as high as my fingers are open and about as high as my eyebrows are. Okay. My elbows are down low, they're not flared out to the side. I've got them straight up and down like goalposts. And all I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be using some body to get this in, so a slight pivot, and I'm going to be working my palm block across the body and then slightly down. As I'm doing this, I'm dropping my heel, picking up the other one, and then pulling everything through from one side to the other. Palm blocks, they come across and down slightly, across and down slightly. As one goes down, the other one comes up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's a lot less exciting by yourself when you get your partners in class. It's going to help. And all they're doing is throwing nice, fluid thrust punches. So unlike some of the other drills where they punch and reset, on this one they're going to go right from the punch to the next punch. So as one's pulling back, the next one's shifting right in. Not giving me any time to think about my transition. I just have to go. Okay, so Sensei Blaine's going to come on in. We're going to work this together. Okay, we're going to start in horse stances together. We're going to start on this one actually just out of range. This works better when you're a little bit out of range on this drill. If we're too close on this, everything's going to feel crowded. He won't be able to extend his strikes because, he's going to hit me if he does, okay? This also helps because really the distance you should start striking is, at least in your sparring matches, oftentimes when you're out of range, you might be out of range and start striking and then move your way into striking. We'll get into more of that as your ranks go up. So from the horse stance, just out of reach, he's going to be throwing his consistent or continuous thrust punches at me, starting from his right hand. I'm going to same side block it. I'm trying to stay attached to his arm, okay? And now I'm not necessarily slapping hard, but I can do this as a slap block like this. But if you do that too much, your partners aren't going to want to train with you, okay? It's not necessarily a full parry block where we're brushing back to the shoulder, okay? So they're palm blocks. They're soft versions of slap blocks. I can go harder if I want, but I'm trying to stay stuck to his arm, nice and loose. I'm letting my hips and shoulders do some of the work here. This is not just my shoulders moving, okay? It's body, okay? So as I block, some of my body weight's in that. Now as he tightens up and starts to really give a nice strong shoulder, strong arm, strong forearm, strong fist, which hopefully your partner in class will do, you're going to notice that that's going to give you a little more resistance. You want that. As the puncher in this drill, if you guys are too soft on your punching, you're not really benefiting your partner. They need to feel what a nice, solid, strong arm punch is. Okay, so as he does that, that's going to give me some nice resistance through my blocks. Just enough to teach me what a real punch feels like when it's in motion. If he's too soft with his arms, you're going to get a lot of this, as soon as you touch it, it feels like it's gone. You don't get good feedback from that. So make sure you guys work this together. My partner's working on his skills of guard, of having some slight body movement. I'm working on mine. One hand high, one hand low, switching and interfacing. So this is the same side palm blocks versus continuous thrust punches.